Welcome back to Denmark Drone Park. We are here, Mohit and I are lead developer for the iVue RoboControl app in World's iVue. We have a Develop Air HP over in this case that we'll be setting up to fly. And today we'll just be using QGroundControl to fly, at least to verify that this Develop Air HP is all set up and ready to go. And then if all goes well, we'll also give it a shot using the iVue RC app, which I did give a shot last night outside of our office. Looked like we were having some problems with it, but again, we should be able to test it out and hopefully get to the bottom of it while we're out here. So we have QGroundControl open here on the laptop. Let's go ahead and get this Develop Air HP set up. All right. So we have a brand new set of props that we're going to be installing. I have a basic iFixit tool set here. I think you'll be using the 2.5 millimeter hex head to install the props, but I'll confirm that here in just a moment. And wow, Mr. Mojito is gonna help take off the plastic and speed up this process, almost like he wants to finish up here and get on with the rest of his day or something.
I'd like the drone to fucking work.
Damn. And usually I'm the vulgar one.
Wait, are
and
you recording this to post online?
Yeah, hypothetically speaking. So, you know, Mohit definitely did not just drop an F-bomb, you know, and it shows how unpolitically correct we all definitely are not.
I apologize to the viewers in this episode.
Dude, it's been quite a bit worse over the last few episodes. I definitely didn't talk about sucking Mark Zuckerberg's lizard penis in one of the last ones. So, all right, counterclockwise, yes, that is correct. So front right red motor mount here is counterclockwise. So that means this back left black motor mount is also going to be counterclockwise. Going to need those screws. It's just 2 of these screws per prop per motor. And let's see if I was correct when I originally said it's the 2.5 millimeter size hex head, and it is. Oh my gosh, Jacob somewhat knows what he's talking about some of the time. All right, let's go ahead and just tighten up this battery a little bit. Again, there's just a couple of Velcro straps holding it in place along with the payload bracket, and then there's the battery brackets that will keep it from sliding too far from one direction, even if the straps are not the tightest. All right, and I'm gonna tighten this back one a little bit more. And again with this front one. All right. We'll face the Develop Air HP roughly north, just for the best sort of compass GPS performance. Plug her in. I don't even think I have the radio plugged in yet, which is not the correct order of operations, but you didn't hear or see that.
Do you have the screwdriver?
Yeah, I have it in my back pocket. That's where it feels the best, you know. I like the screwdriver right in my back pocket. All right, so we are ready to fly in stabilized flight mode, but we're going to fly in loiter or auto/guided flight mode. And we're just going to do a basic hover test. So let me put it into loiter flight mode. Okay, we are showing ready to fly. Let me go ahead and set the takeoff to 10 feet, slider, hold spacebar, and let's see how this goes. Okay, we have a magnetic field issue that we're seeing. Let me just put it back into loiter flight mode. Oh, I am not screen recording, but let me start screen recording. Okay. I am now screen recording, people. And Mohit's going to be our clapper, although. All right. So now we should be ready to fly, and now everyone should be able to follow along. So I just hit the takeoff button. I'm leaving the altitude at a default of 10 feet, and I should just be able to slide or hold the space bar to take off. All right, seeing arming, and look at that, a beautiful Develop Air HP taking flight. It's a little noisier than what I would like, but not too bad. Ideally, the antenna should also be facing upwards, but with how close we are, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. And I would say let's just monitor how it does here for the next like 5 minutes-ish. So.
A bit shaky, but I think that's normal.
Yeah, it'll automatically sort itself out and kind of do some auto tuning, if you will. Now there's actually an auto tuning flight mode that we could use and put it in, but ideally we would have some extra batteries here to do that. But I mean, that's a fairly stable flight, no real large oscillations I'm hearing. So I think we're already in the red battery level. No, we're green. Although I do need to double check if on camera or whatever is getting this. I need to make sure the right battery status light and position light script is loaded on there. I think we're actually still running a 4S version of the script. So basically, for all of you non-internal people that may be watching or listening, we have at least a couple versions of our code that handles both the position lights, where on these larger Develop Air models, you can see the front left boom arm, the front left one, which is a red motor mount, has a red light underneath it, a green light under the front right motor mount, and then 2 white lights under the 2 rear black motor mounts. And that's actually the same orientation you would expect to see on a helicopter or an airplane, a manned aircraft, to be able to see which direction it's flying in or which orientation it's currently heading in. So beyond those lights, we also have on the fuselage some battery status lights that change from green to yellow to red to flashing red based off the battery level. And that's really the big change of our battery status light position light script. The standard Develop Air, the Develop Air XE, and the Develop Air Mini all use a 4S battery, where the Develop Air HP uses a 6S battery. So if we're currently running the 4S version, we're basically always going to continue seeing green lights with the voltage of this 6S higher voltage battery. Now let's see, QGroundControl is indicating we're at 22 volts. Let me open up the LiPo battery voltage chart. So that's according to this chart, we're about 15% battery, but if we land, we'll actually see that battery voltage spike back up quite a bit because, as you can imagine, all those motors spinning the props, holding 4+ pounds up in the air, takes quite a bit of power. basically the voltage that's reported in the software isn't actually accurate to the current battery level, as much as you think it would be fairly easy to represent that information. All right, so we have now been flying for just shy of 4 minutes. We'll at least get to 5 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and land it and see where the battery status level is. And we'll go ahead and try to take off via iVue RC, as we've seen that we ran into no issue other than that minor magnetic variation error.
Right.
So,
and we should have already completed all the pre-arm tests here.
yep.
So, yeah.
It's like locked in place. I say it's locked in place and then it shifts with the wind a little bit. All right, we're at 5 minutes. All right, I'm going to initiate the landing, just holding down the space bar. And there we have Develop Air HP coming in nice and smoothly for our landing. Haha! Still the thunder. Nice. Beautiful, the most beautiful flight, the most beautiful drone. Actually, I think our Develop Air XE is probably our most beautiful, or the standard Develop Air, as it has the matching red and black props. But is that not a beautiful machine or what, ladies and gentlemen? Let's be real, gentlemen, but. All right, so just keeping Develop Air right there, and let's try the iVue RC app out, and let's see how much more work Mohit's gonna have ahead of him over the next few days. All right. Just wanted to make sure that message of the magnetic field variance went away. So we're still ready to fly here in QGroundControl. Let me go ahead and exit out. And then let me open a new Chrome window. worldsivue.com. You're using the production version, so if it works for us, it'll work for you. If it doesn't work for us, chances are it's not going to work for you either, because that's what you want to hear. All right, adding a drone, connect to drone, hit connect. All right,
okay,
let's.
So it's connected.
And I had that out at the office yesterday, so let's go ahead and fly drone, arm and fly. This should be the easiest way to just get Develop Air off the ground. Let's hit launch, and failed. So it's successfully set to guided mode, but failed to arm in guided mode.
Well, didn't we use loiter mode last time?
So, but then if I try loiter, okay, it's set, arm, error while sending command.
Internal rage. Just imagine somebody with so much rage. Imagine somebody wants to punch this screen. It's the same fucking thing!
Dude, you hold it a lot better than I do. Oh my god. This morning when like the cupcakes I brought, one for you, fell over, dude, I was ready to fucking Hulk smash.
Cupcakes, even though this doesn't work. Also, for viewers not listening, you'll see the set target, follow, and start at the bottom.
Don't use that. It's very experimental.
That's pretty experimental. It kind of works. Again.
Use at your own risk.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Do not try at home, but if you do, don't. But if you do, at your own risk. All right. Yeah, I'm more than happy to continue doing troubleshooting here. If you want to go up to the office, we could do that. Or if
What could be wrong? Okay. Well,
I am more than happy to proceed however you would like, as long as it involves me riding around on the e-bike.
so it's rejecting the arm command for some reason. Maybe it arms it differently?
Yeah, that's what I was confused by. I was like,
Maybe it does arm it differently. Because, hold on a second. Let me try that. Let's go back to QGroundControl.
all right.
Did you try that last night going back to QGroundControl, Arby?
Yep. I tried before and after just because I figured that might be a question. Yeah. All right, so I've disconnected from the iVue RC app, opening up QGroundControl again. I just need to make sure I am not moving when I hit launch, because it's definitely not against FAA regulations to operate a drone from a moving vehicle.
Hey, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
So I'm the one operating it.
Yeah. You hear that? If anything goes awry, Mohit is the remote pilot in command.
Yeah.
Just using my Part 107, so I guess we would both still be liable. Hypothetically speaking. We don't... Liability? Who deals with that? Well, I do, in the form of this becoming a liability. When it runs out of fucking juice. Oh, freaking juice. Freaking juice.
No more F-bomb Jacob. Can I just click arm?
Preferably, let's just like take it off again, and we'll do it that way. So, 10 feet, yep. Wow, look at that. Open source software working better than our software specifically meant for Develop Air. Wow. We will look into the problem, solve the problem, identify the problem, fix the problem. I'm gonna go under! Do not arm. I very much value my hands. Do we want to see if we could arm the Develop Air Mini? That we would have to connect to it via Bluetooth, which I think should still be all right. And if nothing else, it's something else that is probably worth testing. I tried actually flying the Develop Air Mini instead of using the controller. If you've watched our most recent Develop Air Mini videos, you'll see that we've had a dedicated controller to fly the Develop Air Mini, then pairing it via Bluetooth to my phone. But using that same sort of Bluetooth connection, we should be able to use our software, the iVue RC app, that's actually built within World's iVue, a web app, and we could see if we could fly it that way. You interested in doing that and seeing if that works? So.
Sure.
All right. And I'm well aware, baby, I'm not scared, I'm saying, follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night, and if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
Switch warning.
Switch warning.
Telemetry ready.
I don't know how charged this Develop Air Mini is. Oh, and I think this controller might be connected to this Develop Air, so let's unplug this one. You did good, Develop Air HP. It's only the iVue RC app that failed you today. Let's see if Develop Air Mini fares any better with the iVue RC app. You can either have a good version of Develop Air or a good version of the iVue RC app. It's been proving difficult to get both working in both the hardware and software working in tandem. It will be rectified. It will be the best, the greatest way to ever fly a drone, not just Develop Air, but any drone. Our cameraman producer is not amused by these antics. Surprise, surprise.
So we'll try this out. I believe that they might be arming the drone differently, right? That's there is some parameters that QGC is setting, right, that we are not accounting for with the iVue RC app. And because of that, the drone is not working as it should with the iVue RC app. The only thing that consistently works with the iVue RC app is the fact that you can set the mode properly. And that's about it.
And mission uploading works.
Mission uploading works too.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. It's nice that those things work.
So you can create your mission in the iVue RC app. You just need to fly in QGroundControl or Mission Planner for the time being.
Creating your mission in the iVue RC app
is by and large better.
Yeah.
By and large. All right, brand new set of props because the last set of props on this Mini were definitely not eaten up in the parking lot at Southern Crescent Technical College. Thank you, James. I'm saying, follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night, and if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. All right, I'm going to need to reboot that Develop Air Mini and possibly this controller. As I mentioned previously, that Develop Air HP was still on at the time of me turning on the controller. So I think the connection did not establish correctly. So note, if you have more than one Develop Air, at least as they're currently configured by default, you will not be able to fly both of them at the same time, or operate both at the same time. All right, yeah, it looks like I need to reboot this controller as well.
Welcome to HTX. Throttle warning, switch warning, iVue telemetry ready.
All right, still getting a red flashing light. So we're not getting the connection established. Let me check the inside of this developer. Oh, and we have the connection established. Odd. All right, just press button 2 to put it into loiter flight mode. Oh. Just going to try to arm it really quick to see if it responds. All right, it does. What's weird though is, yeah, I'm not getting the MLRS connection, it looks like. Saying no telemetry. Huh. So we're back green again. There's no way
Flight mode.
the range is this bad. What the heck? So literally lose connection. Okay, nope. Yeah, lose connection. Have connection. Nope, have connection here. That is odd. That is very odd.
Altitude hold flight mode. Loiter flight mode.
Just hold this right here while I see if I can use the laptop and connect to the iVue RC app. Who needs a table? We got hands. The best tools that whatever God or creator or whatever is responsible for giving us these great tools. I am the greatest tool. I'm just going through the Bluetooth menu on my computer. Nearby devices shows Maytech MLRS BT. The default passcode is going to be 0000, I think. And if it's not that, it's 1234. But I'm almost positive it's 0000. I think that is correct.
Password online, Jacob.
It is maybe 1234. Okay, it's 1234. All right, so I am now connected, or not connected, but if I connect to drone here, I have the option of Maytech MLRS BT up here. Let's try the CU. Okay, you have to click the CU one. So I have 17 satellites, 99% battery. Just briefly lost the connection, it regained. So as you can tell, Bluetooth is not the most reliable way of getting telemetry data, but I am showing I'm in loiter flight mode. If I try fly, arm and fly.
Guided flight mode.
So it's set to guided flight mode, but failed to arm. Let me put it back to loiter.
Loiter flight mode.
So the iVue RC app is working for some
Do you mind
functionality.
if I arm it with the controller?
Hold on one second. Let me try arming here. Error while sending command. So yeah, now go ahead and try arming it with the controller. Just that. Yep. Wow. Mohit knows what the hell he's doing.
Motors armed.
All right. And then I just tried hitting fly. Nope. All right. Keep holding. It's almost like we should have a switch. Oh, there we go.
Motors disarmed.
Okay. So I think what happened there is I told it to take off, but Mohit was still holding it down and to the right like that.
But the takeoff works here.
Maybe. That's still kind of unclear. So as soon as the motors are armed, you kind of need to let go, I think. All right. Let's see if the reboot works. I need to reconnect here.
Are you using iVue RC?
Yeah.
So if you go into the settings menu,
Yeah, the reboot button is there.
you will need to reconnect it though.
Yeah, I just tried reconnecting it and not getting that. I think we'll have to manually reboot it, as in unplug the battery, plug it back in. What's the color of the light on the back of the...
The color of the light?
Yeah,
GPS home acquired.
on the back of that module. It's flashing green. Okay, so we should be all right. So what I'm going to have to do here, because this MLRS system using Bluetooth is still fairly experimental, I actually have to remove the connection from the MLRS Bluetooth module within not just the web browser, but I think I also have to disconnect it from Bluetooth. Let me verify that so I can give you guys good information that's not readily available out there. So if I just try reconnecting via the web app, nope, no dice. So I need to clear my permissions again through the web browser, reload, and then I need to go back over to my computer's Bluetooth menu, and then I need to forget the device. Forget device, and then now I'm going to need to repair, because this is super convenient. Nearby devices, searching. How about you search faster? All right. We got the Maytech MLRS Bluetooth option popping back up, selecting 1234 or entering 1234 as the code. Done. And now we should be able to open back the iVue RC app, add drone, connect to drone, hit the CU Maytech MLRS BT option. There we go. We have the connection. We're in Loiter flight mode. If you want to go ahead and arm it, go ahead and do so. And then once it's armed, all right, now, yep. And then fly drone. So in loiter mode does not seem to be working correctly, because this was an issue back when we were testing the Develop Air that would continue to rotate. When we were to put it into loiter mode, it would just lose altitude as well. So it does seem like there's an ongoing issue in loiter mode, but as you can tell, you can definitely fly this Develop Air Mini without the iVue RC app, and you do have some control over it via the iVue RC app as well, but just via automated missions, not flying in loiter mode with a controller.
Right.
So I think that will be it for today here out at the field, at least for the time being.
I'm going to fix that arming issue, or try to fix it.
Mohit will fix it. He's never failed me yet.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's this latest iVue Robotics video. You'll catch us in the next one. Peace.